Welcome back, friends. Today, I want to inspire you with a treasure trove of the best fall activities and hobbies around. We'll do everything from fall gardening to cozy hobbies and books, and even explore recipes and dive into the best fall teas. As we ease our way out of summer and into the cozy season, little changes are happening all around us. Daylight hours begin to shorten. The geese and other animals begin their preparations and seek warmer places. At the same time, we feel our hearts tug toward the gentleness of falling leaves, the crisp autumn breeze, and the beauty of wintering. Something calls us toward activities that help our souls rest and soothe our hearts and prepare our homes for the best season of the year. Let me share with you today some of my favorite activities, teas, and recipes during the fall season. If you're a serial hobbyist like I am, a fun thing you can do at the start of the season is to make an activity basket with your simple activity options. This year, I'm starting mine with an autumn coloring book. I'll also add some of my favorite fall magazines from this year and previous years. Next, I'll add a book nook kit, which is the coziest thing I can think of. It's like a 3D puzzle that winds up as a cozy little insert for your bookshelves. You should absolutely take this idea and make it your own. You could add tons of other things: sewing projects, crafts, puzzles, games, you name it. Given the name of this channel, I assume you know about my love affair with tea. One of the most enjoyable activities in the fall is to sit with your favorite cup of tea and maybe even host a fall tea party. I'll link my previous tea parties below, and of course the next video will be a fall tea party. In our home, fall always means that a warm teapot is making more frequent appearances at our table. As a tea lover and enthusiast, I've tasted hundreds of teas over the last 15 years, and I'd love to share my top 3 fall picks with you. If you want to feel like you're sitting next to a bonfire, this roasted chestnut tea is for you. If you love an intensely cinnamony and sweet flavor, this classic from Harney & Sons is for you. Finally, if you want a caffeine-free rooibos option that is also iconic, this pumpkin spice Harney & Sons tea is for you. Now let's talk Fall TBR list. Is there anything better than picking your reading list for the season in the fall? This is such a diverse time of year. You can go with spooky reads, or fantasy, or cozy and relaxed, or even pensive nonfiction. Here's an idea for how to make a practical and realistic fall TBR. First, pick one nonfiction read that supports you and builds you up. For me, this year that will be my daily devotional. Next, pick one season-specific book and maybe even make a special trip to the bookstore for this one. And lastly, go to your bookshelves and pick a book that you bought but never read. For me, I have 3 of those this year. If you're an avid reader, odds are you're also a writer, or maybe you'd like to try it. I find the fall season to be so inspirational for creative writing. This year, I'm setting aside some time to work on my own creative writing. If you're really motivated, you could participate in events like NaNoWriMo, or maybe even enter a contest. I'll leave a few options linked down below. Some fall activities fall more under home care than hobby, but they can be equally soothing to the soul. I love antiques, and we found this silver tea set early in our marriage years ago. The start of fall is a lovely time to make a sort of ritual of pulling it out and polishing it in preparation for the season. What are your favorite cozy home care tasks at the beginning of fall? Share your ideas with us down below so we can all enjoy them together. We moved into our current home just 3 months ago. We live on about 3 acres and we're slowly starting to gain ground as we start our garden. In previous years, I've focused on summer gardening. We've got lots of peppers and squash and tomatoes. But this year, I'm super excited to start a fall garden. I'm going to spend some time researching what to plant in our zone so that we can have a fall crop and hopefully even some spring blooms. Next, would it even be fall without fall baking and cooking? I adore reading through cookbooks from my favorite chefs, bakers, and bloggers. It's so easy to forget the things you want to try, so a fun thing to do at the start of the season is to shuffle back through your books and blogs and make a fall baking bucket list. Among many other things, this year I'm looking to bake a classic Christmas cake recipe, which takes 2 to 3 months to mature, so the fall is an excellent time to start. I'll also dive into some new savory recipes, like a hazelnut bechamel lasagna or a crispy mushroom galette. We'll also tap into some lovely sweet treats, like apple cider sticky buns, chocolate hazelnut babka, and Smitten Kitchen's fabulous Luxe s'mores bars. I'll be including many of these recipes in videos to come, so stay tuned for those. Since we're already thinking about our fall kitchen, let's also make a signature fall drink. Nothing screams fall quite so much as the flavors we all know and love so well. Whether you're a pumpkin spice or an apple cider or chai lover, it's so cozy to make yourself a special drink every once in a while. My personal favorite is a pumpkin white mocha. You can find this recipe linked at my blog below. I love real flavors, and I'm not a really big fan of artificial syrups, so this is one way I make the season extra special. If you enjoy making extracts or your family leans on herbal remedies during the cold and flu season, this is a great time to start preparing them since a lot of them take 3 to 6 weeks to mature. This year, I'm starting with making vanilla extract, which will actually take about 1 year to mature fully, but it's mind-blowingly good at 2 years. I'll also make some elderberry syrup and a thyme tincture and a few other things to help get our family through the cold and flu season. If you enjoy doing your makeup and nails like I do, one fun fall activity is to rummage through your cabinet and look for beautiful fall colors that inspire you. Pull them to the front and center so you're more likely to use them. I love to also find little nail decals to add an extra special touch. Finally, I think this might be everyone's favorite category. The fall is the most gorgeous time of year to be outside. Some of our favorite outdoor activities are hiking, making and jumping in leaf piles, and attending fall festivals. We love to go apple picking and pumpkin picking, and of course baking all sorts of delicious treats. Thank you so much for joining me here today, friends. I hope you enjoyed this list of fall activities and that it inspires you to get out and make the best of the season. It's such a beautiful, cozy time of the year. If you enjoyed this and you want to see more content about romanticizing life, making the most of each season, and beautiful at-home tea parties, remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.